What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I've got some more interesting Bud Light news today. There has been an official downgrade of the stock from Wall Street because of you. So take a moment right now, leave a like on the video because that is officially the result of the boycott. Now, for the left wing, for mainstream media who have been trying to gaslight you this entire time about how the boycott isn't working and their stock is still going up, well, they were lying. Surely the hedge funds and all the people that are pro ESG and World Economic Forum and all this kind of crap were pumping money into Bud Light, in my opinion, maybe to keep the stock up high, or maybe they really thought, well, the boycott's going to be short-lived and I'm going to buy the dip. Maybe that was the case. Certainly I have a few friends that thought they were buying the dip. But the dip is double dipping right now as the stock reaches a new low for a long time, a new low in like 60 days, and it's everywhere. So right now, when we look at their stock, it is down 2.63% today, and falling 2.71% down. You're talking about billions of dollars over the last 5 days. Now, you can see it down $3.11 per share, which equates to nearly 5% at 4.79%. I predict by the end of today, it should be close to an even minus 5%, which matches that original dip that this whole thing saw over the last, over the original Dylan madness. You see it here at $66 and having it plummet to $64. So it's actually an even bigger dip, 63, 67, and then now we've got a new floor at 61.79, almost erasing all of the previous 6 months gain. Although year to date, it's still doing decent, up 2%, but it's rapidly dropping back down to where it was pre all of this. Probably will go down as the worst investment, worst advertisement in history. I can't think of another one that backfired more. I'm sure there's some Gillette, and they're like toxic masculinity ones. That one was pretty badly received. Burger King's pink fries or pink tax commercial, that was pretty bad. But I don't think those were even anywhere near as bad as this one. And this article kind of just rehashes everything, saying numbers have dropped across the United States with sales in the Rocky Mountains plummeting 29%. What's interesting about this article is it shows a geographical breakdown. And even the woke states, even California, okay, down 18%. The mountain area down 30%. The Rocky Mountain area, 29%. The West North Central, 25% down. Texas, which I thought was actually curious. Come on, Texas. I think you can do better. Texas is only down 22%, while states like Alabama and Texas down 25%. The South Atlantic down 25%. Up north and northeast, you got 19%. And up in New York, New England, it's down 14%. So I think, the Rocky Mountain area is doing their job. Just about everyone can improve. But this is like not, how do I say this? This is not an isolated thing. Some people think, the media would have you believe, oh, it's just those rednecks. It's just the conservative states. It's just the flyover states that are boycotting it. Well, I've just shown you unequivocally that is untrue. Certainly states like California, Oregon, and Washington, which are extraordinarily left, is down less than like the Rocky Mountain area, which you've got like Wyoming, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. But 18% is still extremely significant. And like I reported in my first video, it's accelerating. So it was down 21.4% year over year last week, and this week it's down 23.4% year over year. And the hope is that next week it's down 25.4 year over year, 27.4. By June, by the real summer months, hopefully down nearly 30% year over year. You see Chris LeBoy, managing director at HSBC's global beverage sector, downgraded the stock of Anheuser-Busch InBev to a hold status. That means investors should not buy or sell shares of the company. It is seen by CNBC's LeBoy said, quote, if Budweiser and Bud Light are iconic American ideas that have long brought customers together, why did these marketers fail to invite new customers without alienating their core base of the firm's largest brand? See, that's the thing, right? The whole like left wing cope about this, the left wing narrative is that, oh, they're just going to replace all those bigoted transphobes with new, young, woke Gen Zers. They clearly didn't. Dylan Mulvaney did not increase the sales of Bud Light at all. If it did, it paled in comparison to the massive national boycott of not just Bud Light, but also Anheuser-Busch products. In notes, so several conservative stars were quick to move against the brand. Obviously, Kid Rock, there was John Rich, things like that. Some visitors said they were impressed that the star put his money where his mouth is, talking about Kid Rock's big honky tonk bar and rock and roll steakhouse in Nashville, praised the country icon for reportedly removing Bud Light from the bar. So they removed it from the bar completely. Some visitors said they were impressed that the star put his money where his mouth is, though there was no response when Daily Mail asked for confirmation from the bar. Country singer Travis Tritt, who's from Georgia in South Atlantic region, announced that he would be banning all Anheuser-Busch products from his tour bus over the partnership. That's not like that big of a deal, but it's something. Locals in Marietta, Georgia told Daily Mail that they were switching to their usual drink from Bud Light to Coors Light, according to bartenders, who say the impact was immediate. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was also quick to switch from the brand, saying, why would anyone drink Bud Light? The 2024 hopeful was spotted drinking Budweiser previously, another brand under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella, but has since renounced the brand altogether and switched to drinking Guinness. He should have switched to Yuengling, all right? A chain restaurant in Sunshine State also ditched Bud Light from their menus completely after the owner claimed that the partnership with Mulvaney was at odds with his biblical faith. Gay bars in Chicago have also pledged to stop selling the beer, calling the comments of the global CEO of Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch, cruel and hateful. Everybody, right? Everybody abandoning it. West South Central, which includes Texas, saw a sales drop of 22% across the entire region. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. And when you look at up to April 29th, Coors Light is up 20.5%. Yuengling up 14.7%. I'd like to see more people support Yuengling at this venture. Miller Lite, Coors Light, both up 10 and 12% respectively. So basically, this is a quick and sloppy assessment of this chart because data is, sometimes more complicated than a bar chart. But people are moving from Bud Light, Budweiser, Natural Light, and Busch to these other options. Busch, Natural Light, Budweiser, and Bud Light are all Anheuser-Busch products. Country singer John Rich, obviously we know, sales of the cans were down 18% in the Pacific region and 19% in the Mid-Atlantic. New England dollar sales were the least affected, but still dropped 14%. Footage showing Bud Light bar at Boston Red Sox game at Fenway completely deserted, went viral. One worker also said, one worker at the Rusty Barrel says, quote, the impact was immediate. People were complaining about the campaign altogether and what it was representing. One worker, the beginning of the week, we had impact right away. They saw the campaign, they saw the comments from Kid Rock and Travis, and they won't drink it anymore, period. They have changed their beer instead. They mostly ask for Coors Light, but it's hard to say if they'll, quote, stick to it. Oh, they will, because it's whatever, right? Like, you just drink what you drink, and that's why so many people stick with Bud so long, or, that's why, smokers, they stick to their brand. Beer drinkers generally stick to their brand, but it's not as if like another brand is orders of magnitude worse, unless like they're Dorals or something. But Anheuser-Busch volumes were down more than 12% last month, with Bud Light following a staggering 21.4%. Initially, Bud Light was the only brand under the brewing conglomerate's umbrella to be affected by the controversy, but the new numbers have revealed that several other products have also dipped. And I talked about that in in my earlier video. And then you essentially have a situation where it takes a little bit of time for people to, figure out, oh, this is also made by them. Oh, this is also made by them. Stock for Anheuser-Busch dropped around 4% since the partnership with Mulvaney was announced, shaving some $5 billion off its market cap. Well, what's interesting is since the downgrade, right, which was today, it's down 3%. So, and down for the week, 5%. So close to $6 billion. $6 billion loss in 5 days. I'm estimating roughly, right? The market cap is at $107.4 billion now. But I mean, it's close to a $6 billion loss this week alone. Now, some of that was gained back in the previous week, full transparency. But what's interesting to me, obviously, too, if you read over at thepublica.com, Illinois LGBTQ bars announced Bud Light boycott over the brand's abandonment of Dylan Mulvaney. I absolutely love this. By the way, the Publica is putting out really, really good articles every day. I really hope you're checking it out daily because there's a couple of good ones going up every day. We're working hard. Some of our articles have already gone viral and getting covered by other people. So make checking thepublica.com kind of part of your daily routine. Our new shows launch. My new show launches next week, and then FemK Ultra, I think, the following week. So we've got more video content coming, which is what most people want. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay strong against Bud Light, and we'll talk to you again real soon.